Prologue. A chance encounter. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a goddess, has existed for uncountable ages. Now, 3 ruling powers control the land. To the south is a region held for more than 1,000 years by the Adrestian Empire. To the north is the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. And to the east, a league of nobles that bends no knee rules the Leicester Alliance. Though once consumed in war, these 3 powers now exist in relative harmony. Nestled between them is Garreg Mach Monastery, seat of the Church of Saros, the land's widely practiced faith, and a power that helps to maintain peace across the continent. Not far from the monastery, at the northern edge of the empire, is a small village called Ramire, and west of this place stretches a forest where a lone mercenary awaits.
Hey, wake up! Ugh, how many times must we do this? Get up already!
Huh? That's weird. I could have sworn I heard someone calling me. It's still dark out, though.
Hello, yes, I was calling you. Many times, I might add.
Come on, I told you not to sneak up on me like that.
As if I have a choice. Do you know how many times you would have died by now if not for me? I'll tell you. 22. The 3 times you leapt off a cliff to quote-unquote get tougher saved you. Those 5 mad attempts to dispatch a horde of monsters by yourself saved you. And tonight, despite my repeated warnings, you took the wrong path and ended up having to sleep on a bed of leaves in the middle of the woods.
Right. This was all my fault, and I'm sorry.
Strange. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, yet somehow I'm the one who feels bad now. I must remember this tactic. At any rate, we all make a few mistakes along the way. And by we, I mean you. And by a few, I mean far, far more than average. Now then, with that out of the way, would you like to know why I've roused you from your mud-caked slumber? Actually, it's probably easier to show rather than tell at this point. Look over there, if you would.
Stop plowing ahead, Claude. You're going to get us lost.
Lost schmost. We've got it on Imperial authority that this is the way to the village.
True, I said there was a village, but how could anyone know where it is in the thick of these mountains? I can't even say for certain where we are in all this gloom.
Okay, new plan. I'll rely on my keen senses to navigate. Lucky for you, they're sharp as an arrow.
Hold, both of you. Someone's here. Another bandit, perhaps?
They're mistaking you for some common backwater thief. What cheek!
Well, hold on there. I'm no bandit. I'm a mercenary.
Well, that makes everything better.
A bandit would be far less out of place in these woods than a sellsword. What brings you here?
We've no time for an interrogation. Our pursuers are closing in.
I don't know who you people are or what you want, but I think introductions can wait. You clearly need every blade you can find, and my pockets have been feeling awfully light lately. What do you say?
Well, since you're here, do you mind stepping in and helping us chase off these scary bandits?
Don't worry about payment. You'll receive plenty of coin. If we survive, that is. deal with things here.
Watch this!
Let me show you a trick for dealing with heavily defended enemies. And that's how it's done.
Don't overstep, Edelgard. Well, I suppose my turn has arrived.
Watch this!
I've awaited this moment. I won't allow anyone to stop me.
You're making me feel bad for the enemy.
Apologies, but it was you or me.
Just who are these people anyway? All three of them have crests.
What's wrong with you? They're just a bunch of brats! Stop embarrassing yourself and stand your ground already!
Is it Claude time? I think it's Claude time. No problem, I got it. I'm a master of strategy, but I'm not really used to being on the front lines.
Be sure to tend to your wounds, Edelgard.
Claude, you're hurt. Do something about those wounds.
Hey, got lucky there. Well, lucky for me, I guess.
My turn?
Not so much for you.
Bandits have a firm hold on the central road. It would be wise to move through the forest and take down the strongholds as we go.
Try and keep an eye on who we're fighting, and make sure we've got the right person leading the charge at the right time.
To unravel their defenses?
Enough of this strategy nonsense! Get out there and tear them all to pieces!
Okay, how many thugs does this guy have working for him anyway?
It's not over. Repent, foul bandits! The Knights of Seros are here, and we'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
This battle is practically won. The knights have arrived.
The Knights of Seros! Not now! If I don't kill at least one of them, brats, I'm finished!
Watch out! They're gonna make a last-ditch effort to rush our position.
This is where you die, dogs!
Do you feel that power? Maybe you can channel it like you did in the other battle.
You're gonna learn how tough a bandit can really be!
We cannot allow ourselves to perish here. I'm afraid we must spare no mercy for you.
Never should have taken this job!
Is it over? Hang on. You're seriously the Imperial Princess? The Crown Prince? And the heir to the Alliance?
Yes. And as the three of us are now in your debt, I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg, Princess of the Adrestian Empire.
I am Dmitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
And I'm Claude von Regan, grandson of the leader of the Leicester Alliance.
Things looked grim there for a moment. Thanks to you, we put those bandits to flight.
Bit of a miracle we ran into you out there, but hey, I'll take it.
Oh, I'm sure the three of you could have handled the situation just fine without me.
No need for false humility. We'd likely have perished if not for your help.
Well, aren't they an unlikely trio? I wonder why those bandits were after them. Still, it's no concern of ours. We have our own plans to attend to. Now, collect your pay and be off before they get a wild idea and ask you to join them.
Say, while I have you here, do you know where I can find Remire Village? I took a wrong turn somewhere along the way. I'm looking for a band of hardened mercenaries who follow a man named Gerald. I hear rumors that's where they're camped.
Actually, Remire might just be the village we've been looking for, too. That ring a bell, Edelgard? I don't remember hearing anything about mercs, but...
The name sounds correct, at least.
Gerald's too smart to get smoked out by a bunch of rumors, but they're all I've got at the moment.
In any case, we won't find our own 2 feet in all this dark. We should return to camp and get our bearings before...
Hello there, house leaders. Hello, brave mercenary. We've mopped up what's left of those rascals, so what say we return to camp? And I insist you accompany us, good mercenary.
Who, me?
You heard the man. We'll wait out the night together and make for the village in the morning. It's a great plan, especially if you want to get paid, as we're a tiny bit short on pocket change at the moment.
Yes. And those mercenaries you're looking for? Gerald's band, was it? They may be in Remire Village tonight, but there's no telling when they'll move on. If you come back to our camp, we have maps that may help you get one step ahead of them.
This is clearly the wisest course of action, not to mention that I would enjoy conversing with you further. But of course, the choice is yours.
Why can't things ever be simple?
All right, but just for the night.
Perfect. Then might I borrow you for a moment after we reach camp? There's a matter we must speak about. Nothing alarming, I promise you.
Right then, so off we go? But, if I may, did I hear you mention a Gerald earlier?
Yes, do you know him? He heads up a pretty elite band of mercenaries, so I imagine his name has spread all over Fodlan by now.
Mercenaries, is it? No. No, it can't be him. Can it? Well, I'll just have to meet this Gerald myself. After I've seen my duties through, of course. After all, if I don't finish my assigned tasks, I'm mission the point. Get it? Missing? Mission? Come now, this is good stuff!
That's our Alois. Come on, let's get moving before he really gets going.
My sincere apologies for asking this of you. I know you're heading for Remire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but... well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garreg-Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that exactly?
Because you've done us a great service, and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full. Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you're well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign, perhaps in blood.
This sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back. Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy. Well, what do you think? Garrick Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be, but this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
You make a poor case, Alois, but I can see where this is heading. I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are. I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man can pull off that look.
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
We heard you'll be joining us at Garrick Mach. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add. I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us, but... Well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
Actually, I see this as just another chance to better myself.
You are more gracious than I. But, as I see you've made peace with it, I will leave the matter be.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all. But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
Thanks, Claude. I know you will.
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance. I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant air about her, but somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries. It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind who looks after his people. Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble, and I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
Of course you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.